We are making maamool today with dates, with pistachios, and with walnuts. Hello everyone, welcome and thank you for joining me today on a session of Cook and Bake with Samer. If you're wondering what is Samer up to today, why does he have these three bowls filled with, they look the same, everything looks the same here. Actually, it's a big holiday dessert in the Middle East, and I'm going to make for you what we call is maamool, with three different fillings. Maamool is like really it's a cookie. Uh, I'm going to make like a date cookie, pistachio cookie, and walnut cookie, or a cookie filled with all these three ingredients. But each type of cookie requires a different type of mixture of what I have here. All these bowls have a total of 3 cups of semolina. Semolina is you'll find it in various Asian or Middle Eastern supermarkets. It's wheat that's made at different types of thickness. For example, here, I'm going to be using it for the maamool with the walnuts. And what I have here is 2 cups of coarse uh, semolina and 1 cup of very fine semolina. Here in the middle, I'm doing them this way so I don't mix them up. In the middle, I have only 3 cups. I have 3 cups of only fine semolina. And here on this one, this will be for the dates. And this one here is going to be for the pistachio. It's the opposite of what I'm doing for the walnuts. So it's 2 cups of fine semolina and 1 cup of coarse semolina. Now, uh, for the easy way is do half and half. So I could have done like 3 cups or 4.5 cups of one, 4.5 cups of the other. That would be fine. They'll taste good. But I wanted to do it the real authentic way of how uh, the professional bakers in Lebanon do it. All right. So to add to these, each one of them, I will need to add 1 cup of butter and 1 cup of ghee, which is really, and they're both animal fat. They're not the vegetable fat. It doesn't come out as good at all if we just use vegetable fat with it. The ghee itself, really, it's butter that's been really uh, kind of boiled slowly and get rid of all the liquids. That's all it is. It's like a more thicker and softer butter. So what I need to do is I need to melt and have the butter and the ghee warm, but um, you cannot let them boil. So I'm not going, so I have to keep them on low to medium low heat and be very patient with them while they are melting in the pot. Once they become all melted and warm, here I have 1 cup of butter and I'm sorry, half a cup of butter and half a cup of ghee. So each one of them is, I might have said a cup each, but it's half a cup each for each one of those bowls and for the butter and the ghee. You can do it with all butter, by the way, but this is the authentic way. And I mean, I'm not advertising to any particular, but this is what you'll find. It says it's pure butter, oil, ghee. It's not vegetable butter. It's animal butter, but it's different than the regular butter. It's just more concentrated. But again, it's a cup. It's a melted cup each. I'm sorry, melted half a cup each. I don't want to confuse everyone. So as you see me here, I'm doing it slowly because we don't want anything to boil, or then you also Like I just did a little mess on the stove. Uh, but anyway, so uh, I'll keep working with it until it's melted. Then we'll come back and show you what I'm going to do. Now our butter and ghee are melted. As you could see, it took about 7-8 minutes. Uh, I kept it on medium low. Uh, if you need to make any changes to the temperature of your stove, go ahead, but you got to keep an eye on it. Just stir it slowly like this by hand. Uh, you don't want it to boil. And in the meantime, as you could see, we'll talk a little bit about what we did here. But here's it's a quiz for tomorrow. These were in the smallest bowl. I put them in the biggest bowl now because I can't mix them in that small one. And for which one of the cookies was this for? Let's see if you know now. No cheating and going back or rewind, huh? I can see you. So you can tell me the ones in the small one that were. I'll give you a little hint. They were on this side. For Was it for the pistachio? Was it for the walnuts or the dates? But anyway, so let's get to this here. We're going to add all of our half a cup of butter, half a cup of ghee in here. And as you see, I have a spatula on purpose because this is warm. The pan is warm. It's not hot, so I can't really put my hand really deep on it or just hold it there. But I'm showing you it's not hot because uh, it's the butter isn't boiling. We're just putting it there to melt and nothing else. And the reason I have the spatula, it's not like part of the technique to how we take care of this, but it helps because we're getting the butter a little bit cooler. So when we put our gloves on and start doing the next step, we're not burning our hands. There we go. This is looking good, and the smell of the ghee and the butters is so good, and also when it's mixing with semolina. So let me put my gloves on and we'll start working. Uh, we already worked on two sets here. One of them, I'm not going to tell you which one, but anyway, they were for two different ones because we have the quiz going on. But anyway, so let's get this here cleaned up. For this one, I want to show you, we did the steps that we're going to do for 10 minutes, and you need to do it for 10 minutes. Look how smooth it is. You could look at it and see it's smoother. It's kind of grounded more. And this one was only 5 minutes. You could still see it's still a little coarse, a little coarser. Uh, at least I could see it, but I could feel it too. But so this one I'll need to do it 5 more minutes. But let me show you what we're going to do. First, I'm going to make sure the butter and the ghee are mixed really well in the bowl with the semolina. And now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go like this. What we're doing is this causes the granulates in the semolina to start absorbing the butter and the ghee in there. And also, this is what's going to make it flaky, as we call it in Arabic. اتفتفت بتمك, like kind of not melts in your mouth, but like becomes soft granulate in your mouth. It's just an Arabic term that you put it in your mouth. It's better than melting in your mouth. I also wanted to let you know that in each one of the bowls, I also added a tablespoon and a half of sugar and to sweeten out the cookie itself, but you'll see later we will not add sugar to the dates. We'll only add sugar to the pistachios and the walnuts. So again, I'm going to be doing this for 10 minutes. I'm going to be doing the other one for 5 more minutes. And after that, I'm going to cover them each with the saran wrap and leave them overnight. And we'll come back tomorrow to start working on the next steps on making our cookie or cookies. Uh, and then you let it overnight. And overnight, we're talking a minimum of 12 hours. So not just like an 8-hour overnight. We need that those granulates to really absorb and be inside the butter be inside those granulates. It's just part of the art of making these beautiful tasty cookies. So until tomorrow, everybody have a good night, and you take care. Bye bye. Welcome back, everyone. These we have now. We're back to our semolina over here. The three ones that we did, and hopefully you figured out this one here, what it was all about, and or what ingredient we're going to fill it with. But anyway, so right now after they're done, I need to add some liquids to them. We're not going to add water. We're going to add rose water and orange blossom. And this one here has the ratios 3/4 to a quarter, 3/4 of the coarse, quarter of the fine. Even when I add a quarter cup of each of the blossom water and the rose water, or orange blossom water and rose water, it might end up needing another tablespoon later after I have them rest for a half hour because they are coarse. This is all fine, and this one has 3/4 fine and a quarter coarse, but it is just the type of recipe that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and add again, reminding you, we have 3 cups, 3 cups, 3 cups in total. So we are doing half a teaspoon of yeast for each, and here and another here. There we go. We're done with the yeast, and we're going to do a quarter cup of each of the. I'm just going to do one, and then we'll start mixing in one of them here. I'll go ahead and use this one. So I have a quarter cup of the orange blossom water and rose water, a quarter cup here. There we go. And let me get some gloves on. Okay, I have my gloves on. Now we're going to delicately, is that the right English word? We're going to be very delicate. I think that's the right word. You guys got to work on your English a little bit here. We're going to fold them in. And very gently, because we do not want to break those beautiful semolina little pellets in there. What we will do is we will mix it for about 3 to 5, and I'm thinking this one I'll probably do 4. The fine ones I'll probably just end up needing 3. The more coarse one I'll probably needing 5. It just you will see it. You just want to mix it. I mean, to be on the safe side, you can mix them all for 4 minutes. But once you work with them, you could feel a little bit the difference. Oh, I could smell the aroma of the rose water and the orange blossom. This is very, very tasty cookie holiday. It's one of our favorites. When I was young, my mom used to make them at home back in Lebanon, and I used to very come home and the smell of the baking in the house, you know, automatically it's like, yeah, this is something good she's doing. You look at what she is making and you know exactly what she's doing. But the consistency, it's not like coarse, and it's not like a dough, like a bread dough or anything because of the material, but it doesn't stick to your hand. As you could see here, I put it all in my hand and it doesn't stick. So it's soft, it's nice. So that's it. I'm going to let it rest for a half hour, and I'm going to mix the others in the same thing. They'll rest for a half hour. Then while they're resting, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my fillings. What I have here is 3 cups of walnuts. I'm going to do the same thing. 3 cups of walnuts, 3 cups of pistachios, and those obviously I'm going to chop them separate. We don't want them fine. We want them chopped, stay coarse. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Just have them run through the chopping process until they are to my liking, and I'm going to run it again here. Good. Okay, let me take a look real quick. Nice, very nice. Couple more pieces I see bigger. I'm going to run it one more time. That's it. I'm done. Okay, so as I said, I have 3 cups of walnuts, where we'll do the same thing with the pistachios. So what are we going to add? We're going to add to those 3 cups 1/3 cup of sugar. Okay, 1/3 cup of sugar, and 1.5 tablespoon of uh, orange blossom water, and 1.5 tablespoon of uh, rose water to each. I'm going to do the same thing to the pistachios and with the walnuts here. Okay, I already have some in there. Great. All right. Okay, so I added what I needed to add. I'm going to just mix them up together here, and then I'll be getting them ready to put them into and then I'll also let them rest a little bit, and we just want to mix them all up together so the flavors are incorporated together really well here. And also I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon to the pistachios, and I will be also adding 1 teaspoon to the dates, but I'm sorry, not the pistachios. I said pistachios. To the walnuts that are over here, we will not add any cinnamon to the pistachios. So just to let you know, and then we'll mix them good here for the flavoring, and they're going to be cooking, you know, for about 7 minutes at 450. I'm going to work on the pistachios the same method that I used. Okay, I have over here 20 ounces of pre-crushed, pre-crushed dates that you buy them that way. I have 3 tablespoons of our ghee, or you can use butter, and I also have 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. What I have here is our mixture of dough for the dates. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do with all of them eventually. I'm going to turn all these into balls, and I will also turn the dates into balls. And then we'll show you how we're going to stuff them. We'll put them into a pre-made thingy for it, the mold. I'm going to use 3 different molds: one for the pistachio, one for the dates, and one for the walnuts. I will use this for the walnuts, And this for the pistachios. And again, I'm going to use this one for the dates. Just the preference, my preference today to use them. So let me see. These were resting for a half hour. Let me just mix them real quick here and see how they are. They're excellent. They don't need any additional liquids or anything like this. I'm just mixing them real quick just to get ready and start forming our tasty dessert over here. Welcome back. And what I'm starting right now to do here, I'm going to work on the dates. There's already one little cookie here. See, look how magical it looks. And I know this is going to be very tasty. We will, I'll show you how I got to that better. I'm going to be using this one for the dates. I'm going to use this one for the walnuts. And this one here, kind of the longer shape, I'm going to use it for the pistachios. And also after they're baked, we bake them at 450, kind of closer towards the top for about 7 minutes. Then we check and make sure they're kind of golden color, not brown and not still color like this. So we check them at 7 minutes. And then the pistachio and the walnuts, when they come out of the oven, I put on them powdered sugar. And partially you'll be able to distinguish them from the dates just by looking, knowing that they have the powdered sugar. But this is really the norm. The dates, usually you don't put powdered sugar on top of them because the dates are already sweet on their own. So let's start here real quick, and I'll show you what we're doing. So, with the dates right now, yeah. This is the semolina that was for the dates that we had. That was all fine semolina. So what I'm going to do is make them into balls, and then I let them rest for a few minutes. By the time I get the dates done, I could start working on them. But right now I'm going to show you real quick here so you'll have an idea about how we're doing this. And what I will do is, do the balls here and do a little smaller balls with the dates like this. There we go. There. Oh, so cute. There we go. And all right, I'll do one more of the dates, and then I could show you how we put them in the mold, and then we take them out. It's a magic trick there. Well, actually, it's so here, I'll move this out of the way. Get a little dates here from my gloves. It's okay. All right, so what we need to do, it works better if I didn't have the gloves on, but I'm gonna keep them on just for this right now. Later when I do them. So I don't know if you've ever done, or if you've known people that have done the kibbeh that has the meat inside. So it's the same concept. You would go like this, and you kind of form a little pocket to put the meat in for the kibbeh. So this is the same concept here. And what I'm going to do is put the date in here, smush it a little bit, cover it. As I said, remember, it's not going to be thick. See how thin it is? So I'm going to cover it here. And we're going to put it in our mold and press it like this, and you can move it to make sure that's all in there. And there's one. So you go, ta-da! And then you line them up. I like to bake them in this aluminum pan or baking pan. And you can use other ones. I'm just using this for the convenience of the having them wait their turn. There's a second one here. Oh, those are going to be so yummy. I could honestly, I could smell the dates. I could smell the aroma from all the other ingredients that we've used before. And you see, I am pressing it, so don't worry about pressing it. I'm this one. There we go. It's not going to hurt it. I like to not to have things sitting outside the edge. There. That one was stubborn. 2 taps. And look how I line them up a little bit away from each other. And then I'll demonstrate a few later about how we do the same concept when we do the pistachio. But with the pistachio and both the walnuts, obviously we'll use a spoon and not roll them up like this. And we won't roll up the pistachio and the walnuts. We can, but I don't really need to do that because I really don't need them to sit there and rest a little bit and be ready for me. There we go. Oh, there. Ta-da! Magic. There we go. Okay. We'll see you soon making the other ones. I'm going to roll these up and get going on all these. All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hello. Now I'm going to show you what we do with the pistachios. What I'm going to do is just make it, instead of round, I'm going to make it kind of almost like a paperclip shape. And also I received some questions about how really can you tell us like a measurement on the ball. It is about a tablespoon of the dough that we're shaping into a ball. It is a tablespoon. And also how much I'm going to put pistachios in each tablespoon is right around a teaspoon of pistachios. It'll be the same thing with the walnuts. And you'll have to, look here if what I'm doing is I'm going to fold it in, go like this. There we go. Oops, one little one there, try to escape. There. So what we're going to do is just like this, and I'm going to place it in the mold, kind of press it with you could see here a few I've done. I move it a little bit with my fingers on the sides. Don't push it with your fingers like this, because then it won't come out even. You'll have some issues there. So again, I push it with the mold like this. And if you don't have the molds, really, you could make them, put them here, and use a fork to make shapes and things like this if you'd like, or some other molds that you might have. There we go. Look how beautiful it is here. And I want to show you something. See, a little bit of the dough got stuck here. So that's why I have a little knife in front of me here, in case some of them decide to stick. I'm not using any plastic. I know you could use plastic wrap or things like that to stop it, but I'm just using the knife to get those out. But it's not an issue. So I just added a little bit to another one here. And there we go. And I could also, if I wanted to make it like a bowl like the other one, like a round shape, and then put it in there, we can do that as well. I'm just doing what I like to do here. Again, about a teaspoon of the filling. We're just turning it in here, kind of folding it together, taking the dough, folding it over. There, just like that. Then we'll put it here. There we go. Again, if you're having a hard time, you can use plastic wrap, but I'm okay. I'm used to it, and we don't need to do that here. There. Oops. There we go. I hit it too hard there. I thought maybe it needed it. Okay, so let's have you take a little break while we continue getting this together, and we'll come back for the ones with the walnuts. Hello, everyone. Now I'm starting on the group with the walnuts. As you could see, I already have the balls done over here, and I started on few over there, and we'll show you how we do them. There are so many different ways that you can, obviously, whichever is, but I like to do these this way. They work fine, so I'm just closing it up here. And there we go. And we're going to put it over here. And we're going to press with the palm of our hand. This is, I'll show you in a minute which one I'm using, just to remind you. I'm pressing it in. When you press it in, move it outside that little circle that's in there. If you're using this, that way it doesn't stick on the outside. And we're gonna do the fun part, pounding. There we go. Look at that. Again, we're putting about a teaspoon of the walnuts in there. This is the mold we're using for these. Let's do one more. There. Again, we need to make them thin. It'll be easier for you. The reason I'm making it like this, so it'll be easy for you. See, you can make them flatter in the palm of your hand. So, and I'm putting, a teaspoon, but not, not flat teaspoon, kind of, it's overflowing, معرمل in Arabic. But there we go. All beautiful here. There. The other one had a little sticky on the side. It's because I didn't move it in as much from the outside. There. Beautiful. Look at that. Whoops. Little oopsie daisy today. But there we go. We've been doing a lot of them, so you get tired, and I'm standing and all that. Probably should sit down. Okay, show them to you. We're going to show you all of them. And then we'll sample one of each all together here to see how good they are. So we can sample our tasty dessert. See you soon. Now they've come out of the oven, and these are the ones with the walnuts. And what I'm going to do is dust them with some powdered sugar. It's a little bit more than dusting that I like to put on the pistachios and the walnuts. I like to put some extra on there. I like that. And I take right when they're hot, that way it'll stick right to each one of them. But look how beautiful they are. I wish you were here to also smell the aroma of the orange blossom and rose water. It's so beautiful over here. All right, I'm going to quickly here dust them. As you know, when I show you, when I like to show my videos, is I like to show the when when something like when we're doing these and some of them weren't coming out good. So you know this happens. It's not you're not just it's not you making something wrong or something is sticking to the right to the mold there, but it's the norm and it's okay. We fix it and we move along with it. So right now I have to let them cool a little bit before we can try them, and we'll come back. So are we ready to taste? Who put this here? Is this the kids? Oh, it is mine. Okay, thank you. Mm. Right, we're going to taste our cookies over here. We have the date cookie, the pistachio cookie, and the walnut cookie. So let's see. I think I'm going to start with the date cookie. What I'm going to do is first split it in half here and show you how it is on the inside. Our date filling, our cookie, the dough around it. Here, let's try here. Mm, I love the flavor. It's just the dates are sweet, but not too sweet. They're my date cookies are always my favorite, by the way, and I think they still are. But we'll see when we try the other ones. Here, would you like to try uh, the other quarter? And I like to eat them like I can sit down and eat them with a maybe drinking some tea if you want some coffee. Mm. Okay, let's do the pistachio. The pistachio used to be my second favorite. Let's see how we are when I was younger. And I honestly didn't used to like the walnuts for some reason, but now I get to like them and I enjoy them. Hmm. And here are our pistachios, and they are also, I have put powdered sugar on them after they come out of the oven. Uh, the pistachios, I'll be honest with you, I would have liked to have made this one a little thinner. Maybe I was just tired and I wasn't pushing around the edges more. As you could see here, it's a little thicker. I would have liked more pistachios in there and a little thinner. And as I said before, we're here to work together, try to minimize if we make mistakes or things like this. I think I was tired and I just didn't pay attention to this one. But see, hmm. The flavor of the pistachio with that dough around it, even though the dough is a little thicker, it's very very tasty. Here, would you like to try a piece? And I like the extra sugar that's on the outside. It's really, really good. And the pistachios have, you know, the aroma of the flavor, not the aroma, but the flavor of these different ingredients that we put in there. And it just, it's very, very nice. And how do you store these? I recommend for a couple days, leave them outside covered After that, you can put them in the fridge. And these are also, you keep them longer. You find them they kind of stay together. When they're first hot, you're going to find it more grainy and things like this. But once they're staying together, it's really good. See, this is how I like it, a lot thinner with the walnuts in there. And the walnuts, we had, the sugar, and some cinnamon in there a little bit too. And with the rose water and orange blossom water. Okay, let's try this one. Mm. Mm-hmm. I like it. Here you go. I don't know why when I was younger I didn't like the walnuts. Maybe it was the stores we were buying it from that I didn't used to like it. Maybe that's why. They're really good. Hmm. And again, when you're buying the ingredients, try to get the good ones if you can. But I'm going to quickly just wash my fingers. I feel weird talking with them kind of dirty over there. I mean, not dirty, but they have some sugar, and I don't want to just go nom, 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 nom on camera either. um, uh, Let me know if you have any questions, you need help in alternatives or getting different ingredients for these, or maybe you can come over and we can all eat together. You never know, you know. So, um, getting some odd looks from the camera crew. Have the whole country over here. Hey, you're always welcome. Uh, I always enjoy hearing from everyone, and thank you again for spending your time and watching my videos. Please let me know how you like them, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Uh, click on that notification button so you can get notified every time I post new videos for you, and so we can enjoy cooking together. Okay, well, you enjoy your time. Tell your friends about me. Have them watch our videos, and so we can all enjoy our times together. You take care until next time. Bye bye. Eid Mubarak, everyone. Take care.